Momot. My name is Irina and I will guide today's discussion. So, as you may know, some time ago we have announced this summer session aiming at discussing the results and milestones of REMME development. We have also motivated you to upload your questions on Reddit, and we would choose from 5 to 8 of them to be elucidated by Alex. So, as you may know, it would be a secret for you that the most interest is the questions regarding Masternode's launch, and we will of course touch on them later. But as it was announced, we will start discussing the results of our Q3, and I would like to ask Alex what the insights you'd like to share with our beloved community.
Thank you, Irina. Hello guys, my name is Alex Momot, and as you know, I am CEO and founder of REMME. And I'm here today to give you some insights about the work we have done in third quarter of 2018 and the further development of the project. During Q3, we made significant improvements regarding the ease of compatibility of our solution by creating developer documentation, REST API and integration libraries, perfecting the architecture of the REMME protocol, and making it possible to create your own dApps. To help popularize our protocol as a platform for building third-party applications, we conducted a REMME hackathon at the biggest blockchain conference in Ukraine, which resulted in a number of award-winning ideas and new possible use cases for our protocol. Those can now be tested and deployed on the REMME chain testnet we released a few months ago. Testnet allows you to create and revoke certificates and observe the transactions being written into the blockchain using the REMME chain tokens via Blockchain Explorer. By the way, we do not plan to make a centralized swap to REMME chain in the near future, so you shouldn't worry about moving, as we will have a permanent atomic swap working in both directions. Also, one of the main announcements we made during this quarter concerned collecting Masternode applications from users who accumulated necessary amount of tokens and wish to partake in maintaining the system. Applications are now closed, and after analyzing all of the wallets, we will notify those users who are nominated to become an owner of a Masternode. Masternodes will be operated by the new improved version of our consensus algorithm created by the dedicated research lab to meet all of the network's unique specifications and provide a fair distribution of rewards. We are continuing to work with companies that applied for the REMME pilot program and have one really big name enough to attest the quality of work we have been doing. Their identity will be unveiled after all of the applicable legal matters have been confirmed. This partnership is a result of the work of our developer team and enterprise business developer Sid Desai have performed from the US sales office. We decided to postpone the opening of additional offices due to the market dump and will operate sales from the US office worldwide. Even with the current state of the market, we still have enough funds to develop the project for the next 50 months or so of development. I'm glad to see the strong interest in the project from our community. Thank you very much for that.
Okay, Alex, thank you for your speech. And getting back to your questions that you have submitted to us, I will read them turn by turn and you will answer, okay? So the first one is, are the telecom and fintech companies with the largest number of users in your pilot program still participating in the program, and have they expressed continued interest in adopting REMME once mainnet has been launched?
We keep working with fintech company we announced earlier. This particular company has a pretty sophisticated technical landscape, and thanks to the constant communication and feedback from their side, we are creating a new product aimed to ease and simplify the process of onboarding of our solution for the enterprise. Unfortunately, we stopped working with the telecom company for the reasons we cannot notice due to the NDA.
Okay, thank you. And the next one is actually the bunch of questions regarding masternodes. I will read, there are 4 questions in one. I will read them all. When do anticipated masternode holders learn about staking and everything else needed to know about masternodes and their setup? The next one, how many initial nodes invite only and when they will be announced? What criteria is needed to be met to receive initial node invite? Explain please staking RAM, the amounts and why one wallet is better than multiple. And what are your suggestions for a VPS provider?
Okay. Due to the market state, which occurred after the REMME token sale and dump the price of the REMME token, we've got some changes in the distribution of tokens between token holders. A bigger part of tokens is now concentrated in a small number of wallets, which doesn't fit our initial idea of a fixed amount of tokens on each masternode. So we had to improve it to fit the present conditions of the market. That's why we integrated a reputation system where the reputation of the node will depend on how qualitatively it works. Node is always online and proposes only true blocks. Second, stake of the node. And third, strategy of the masternode owner, moving the reward to the reputation or the stake. Reputation of the node will influence the random chance of closing the block of certificates. That's why bigger stake is more profitable than running multiple nodes. As promised from the very beginning, the minimal criteria needed to have a chance to receive a node is having 250k RAM on your wallet. Participation in the token sale and hodling will give you the priority to run a node in the first row, which will give you a bigger amount of time to earn the reputation, which will increase the profit of the node in the future. Initially, we will launch 300 nodes as promised, divided into 2 stages. In first, turn token sale participants and holders, which have the top priority, will be able to launch a node, and after they earn a sufficient amount of reputation, the other part of nodes will be launched. The detailed announcement about consensus algorithm containing all of the necessary information will be announced in first days of November. Later we will provide you with a recommendation on running nodes, including the recommended VPS providers.
Okay, got it. But I think that the questions and the answers regarding masternodes, they will need to be comprehended by our community for several times, because the complex of these requirements is rather difficult to get at the first sight. The third question. It was touched in some way in the previous, but I will read it. For a long time it was said that staking more than 250,000 RAM would be beneficial because new tokens would unlock sooner. Now we're being told that staking more than 250,000 RAM will actually be more profitable. Please explain why this is the case and what changed. Is this due to the consensus algorithm?
Yes, this is due to consensus algorithm, and as it was mentioned before, we had to improve the consensus to make the reward distribution fair with taking into account the current situation with the wallets. According to the new consensus, the amount of stake will increase the reputation of the node, which influences the chance to win the block and gain the reward. But at the same time, the condition about speed of unfreezing the rewards stays true. The bigger reputation you have, the faster you can move your rewards from the reputation balance. But keeping the rewards on the reputational balance will decrease time of the payback. We will provide you all the necessary information regarding the reputation and modulations of payback for different cases in the article about consensus algorithm.
Okay, thank you. The next one is a few questions in one. What kind of feedback are you getting on integrations with Active Directory? It would be also great to hear more about REMME plans for IoT devices. There are so many billions of connected devices that are network security liabilities.
Okay, integrations with Active Directory are one of the ways to simplify the management of certificates for the enterprise use case of our solution. While working with a fintech company we have already mentioned today, we received their specifications and started developing the additional product which will contain some functions of the Active Directory and allows us a quicker and easier integration and management tools. That's why we moved our forces from Active Directory to this direction. IoT is a huge and fast-growing concept, and as it grows, the number of possible vulnerabilities increases with it. One of REMME use cases for IoT devices is validating the authenticity of data transferred between millions of connected devices. REMME chain will serve as a storage of certificates that prove the authenticity of the data. Recently we collaborated with AIRA, startup working in spheres of IoT and robotics. This particular use case was created to secure the valuable data of sensors by authenticating it with our solution. You can read about it in one of our latest announcements in REMME Daily.
Thank you, Alex. And the next question, I think that you will like it because it is about world expansion of REMME. What is your most grandiose long-term vision for REMME, and does it reconcile with your realistic expectations?
Okay, so first of all, we are very satisfied with work of our business development, CDSI. Contest that we won recently has proved that. And we're sure that right now, because of present market conditions, it is better to operate from one single office in United States. And after we will be closer to real integrations, we will have more offices in that locations we will need. About our business side, we started communicating with many companies, and we got a lot of very important feedback. One of them is creating kind of insurance for our blockchain, and it will be some sort of guarantee for traditional enterprise companies. And we think that in a few months we will start negotiating about such an insurance program that will help process of onboarding of enterprise companies. And we think that after we will release mainnet, we will have at least few use cases at the beginning with big companies with hundreds of users, and we will be happy to provide more information as far as we will be able to show.
Thanks. The next one is related to some milestones on our roadmap. Please expand on REMME business-wise the offices around the globe that were stated in the roadmap and the projection of certs per year. Also, you talked about developers adopting REMME protocol to custom their own solution. How is it going?
Okay. So about the business and offices, as I told, we'll have more offices after we will have real applications from special regions. Right now I can tell that most of applications came from United States and we already have an office there. So CDSI could work with different countries and different companies from all the locations. So we will have a few offices in the time when we will have new real applications for our pilots, either or with our new business real integrations. About second part, REMME as a protocol, which allows you to build your own dApps and use of REMME chain to store the certificate data. Recently we had a hackathon where best crypto-minded developers were creating their solution based on our protocol, which they could test on the REMME chain testnet 1.0. We keep working hard to create a powerful technical community of developers and contributors. You can now observe developers claiming test tokens to test their solutions in the Block Explorer. It is very important for us because we have new developers and a lot of people trying to help us in developing our product, and I'm very happy that on such an early stage we have such a big involvement from you. We are also thankful for our beloved community for taking part in the REMME chain testnet. Soon we will go to the stage where testnet will be operated by the master nodes of chosen holders, and it will be last stage before launching fully decentralized autonomous REMME chain mainnet.
Okay, we are finished with all the questions. I believe that this discussion was interesting for all of the community members, and let me remind that it will be recorded and uploaded to our YouTube channel. Thank you, Alex, for your time, for taking your time with us. Thanks for being with us, guys, and keep in touch.
Thank you. Bye.